Hey guys, this is Hayden from Patrick Craig Academy, and in today's video we are going to be talking about pronoun antecedent agreement. If you're looking to follow along in a packet, this is coming from the ACT Grammar Usage Packet, and the lesson starts on page 6. So, just to review, remember that a pronoun is something that takes place for a noun, and the noun that's being replaced is called the antecedent. Now, a pronoun and an antecedent have to agree in terms of what kind of noun it is, the number, and gender. When we say kind of noun, we're usually talking about human versus object. So in this sentence, Jonathan had a stain on its shirt. Jonathan is a person. Its is talking about an object. The two don't agree, so we have to change it to say Jonathan had a stain on his shirt. Human Jonathan with his human pronoun. When we're talking about number, we're talking about singular versus plural. So this sentence, the new chairs have a plastic cover protecting it. Our antecedent of chairs is plural, and our pronoun of it is singular. The two don't match, so we're going to change it to the new chairs have a plastic cover protecting them, both which are plural. And, of course, in terms of gender. So this is just male versus female. So this sentence, Abe Lincoln tried to pass her resolution in Congress. Abe Lincoln is male. He needs a male pronoun, so Abe Lincoln tried to pass his resolution in Congress. There are some weird exceptions to remember as well. If you saw the subject-verb agreement video, this kind of goes hand in hand. But remember our bot words. This is any word that ends in body, one, or thing. Everybody, anything, words like that. Whenever you have a bot word as your antecedent, then your pronoun has to be singular. And in this case, it's actually going to be his or her. So look at the sentence, for example. Everyone wants to get his or her best score. Bot word is our antecedent, and our pronoun is his or her to match that. Also, whenever you have a plural antecedent, your pronoun is going to be their. So both of the high school graduates wear their graduation gowns. Both, remember, is plural, even though there's not an S on it, because we're talking about two people. Also, when you're dealing with compound subjects, you're going to want to remember that if it's joined by an and, you'll be using a plural pronoun to match. But if it's joined with an or, you're going to look at the antecedent closest to the pronoun. So here's some examples. The girls or the dog eat his food. The dog is our antecedent closest to our pronoun of his, so those two match. But if we switch it and say the dog or the girls eat their food, girls is closest to the pronoun, so we're going to make it plural to have those two match. Here's some extra practice, but we are actually going to go over this sample question together. So the first thing you're going to want to ask yourself in this one is, what is our antecedent that we're looking at? So let's look. Teachers provide in-depth language understanding, and children are rewarded for improving his or her communication skills. We know that the pronoun that we're dealing with is his or her, but what is that trying to take the place of? In this sentence, it's actually trying to take the place of children. Children, we know, is plural. So we need a plural pronoun, which, as we just discussed on our last slide, his or her is singular, so the two don't match. Which one of these is a plural pronoun? The only correct answer is D, there. If you look at A, B, and C, A, like we said, is singular. B, ones, is a singular pronoun, again. And C, there is not even a pronoun. That's telling you, oh, look, over there. We're going to do one more sample question together before this video is over. So go ahead if you want to pause. It is a little trickier, but there is a trick to this one. When we read through, Bassler is hopeful that her ongoing studies of A12 will enable she and her team to disrupt quorum sensing. In this one, we have a compound pronoun that we're dealing with, right? In order to approach these, we're just going to cross out the second thing and read the sentence with just the pronoun in it. It'll make a lot more sense. Bassler is hopeful that her ongoing studies of A12 will enable she to disrupt quorum sensing. When we read it like that, we can immediately hear that something's not right and she probably isn't correct. So let's try it with her. Bassler is hopeful that her ongoing studies of A12 will enable her to disrupt quorum sensing. Perfect. Now we just need to determine, is it answer choice B or answer choice D? In this case, the correct answer is actually going to be B. Just because D is not specific enough, when we say them, we don't know who we're talking about. So we need to specify that we're talking about the team, so there is no confusion on the test. There are some more practice questions that you can do, but that's all for today's lesson.